Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place. We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see your name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations! You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Let's get breaking, folks. Happy Saturday morning and top of the morning to you. As well, we are saying in Chicago all weekend, the river is turning a different shade of blue, otherwise known as green, and St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner. Happy Saturday again, folks. My name is Hayden, joined with me across the way, and we'll be hanging out with you here until about 2 o'clock. That is Chinmay. What a great day of breaks that we had yesterday. I know we heard a 70-plus number for our 6 o'clock show. You guys are absolutely animals for that. I think we could probably get close to that number today. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've had a long couple days. You know, took some time away from here because I know you just all missed my face. I said I have to come back.
Yeah.
So we're going to get back to it. But Chinmay, I haven't seen you in a little bit, man. I know you've been jumping around. Hope you've been well.
It's been good. I've been good. I was in here yesterday, a little Friday the 13th action for me on the host side, so that was fun. But yeah, excited. St. Patrick's Day. Because I work here on Saturdays a lot, I've missed the last few St. Patrick's Days in Chicago, which has been one of the many regrets that I have in my life, is that I'm missing a few St. Patrick's Day celebrations. But hopefully one of these days I'll get back into St. Patty's Day in Chicago, because it used to be an annual thing.
Yeah. I've already been sent the boatloads of pictures of all my buddies going out there, and they're like, yeah, I got my Borgs, I got all this. I'm like, you have fun. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be elsewhere, because I wasn't super into the idea of it. I think I think Dyeing the River's cool.
Okay.
But I'm not a big crowd person.
Yeah. Like
really large concerts, like Lollapalooza, I actively avoid.
Yeah, that's fair though. But that's something that a lot of people actively avoid.
Yeah, it's like I'm just not a big type of crowds person.
This is a little more chill than Lala, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Get some great breaks, talk to the ever so wonderful customers, get to talk to my co-host, whether that be you or Tim or whoever, and we get to have a good time. So let's get right into it. I don't want to, push this too much longer. We got a dice roll to do, and as always, I always like figuring out what number we are getting. Now, I've guessed 8 the last handful of shows, and so far it's worked out in my favor, so I might just stick with that.
I'll roll with 9.
Go with 9? Okay,
yeah. Let's
roll. Here it is. How about 6?
It was 6 on both of my shows yesterday, so maybe I just keep guessing 6.
Maybe just 6. 6 is the number this year. Who knows? And then, as always, we have to do our wheel spin. Now, Weekend Warrior, we do have a single box left over from last week, and I would like to get that out of the way today. So we'll see if we can do that. But it appears it'll be minis, and I'm feeling nice because, it's the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, one of the more electric holidays across the Chicagoland area. We're going to do minis plus Weekend Warrior for this show. So if we close out this Weekend Warrior, which there's only 6 spots left in this mini for a Cale Makar jersey, what will happen is that we will get into some more great breaks and then have a little bit more fun. Hope that sounds all right with everybody, because frankly, I just want to get breaking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ready for. I got the Cale Makar jersey here for proof. It is right here. There you go. Here's the Cale Makar jersey. I'm going to put it right here so you all can see it. This is what's on the line today. Dan Jobbett, first off, good morning. Secondly, is there a free agent quad pre-sold or was it taken down? Now, Chinmay and I actually asked ourselves this question when we walked in this morning. When we looked, it said it was empty because there wasn't a quad sold out. We can double check for you because obviously if there is one, then we'd want to take care of it. Let me take a look on our end, unless Chinmay beats me to it. I'm not gonna.
I don't believe that there is a free agent quad.
Taking a look for that last quad. So I'm seeing a single quad break.
No,
the first quad break.
I think it was just taken down
from a while ago. So it is taken down.
It was just taken down.
So there are 6 lids left, including an Adrian Peterson speed flex.
Yeah.
A Dak Prescott, a Drew Brees, and a Kurt Warner, which if you do a little bit of mental math there, the entirety of the NFC is represented in that break as a headliner. So even if you don't get one of the headliners and you get one of the hidden gems, you do have an opportunity for a free agent crate, and you have no idea what could be in there. Authentics, replicas, jerseys, speed flexes even.
There were some speed flexes in yesterday. I don't know how many got pulled in the crate aftermath of last night's shows. But 2 crates left, 6 boxes total, 4 headliners, so it makes sense. You're either getting the headliner or you're getting the non-headliner plus the crate.
Absolutely.
But yes, to answer your question, Dan, the quad was taken down. There's no more quad left because only 6 boxes, so doubles and singles the rest of the way.
So hopefully we'll close that out today and drop the new series right behind it. If we get down to, maybe the final box or 2, maybe I'll drop a couple hints on what's in the next series, and we get to have some fun from there. So
there is a new Weekend Warrior series after we get this Cale Makar jersey out of the way.
Yeah.
And Makar, Stanley Cup champion, big time player for the Colorado Avalanche, who are looking like they could repeat or get another Stanley Cup championship this season. They're looking like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NHL. So that's Cale Makar jersey. Will go up in value if the Avs can get another championship here.
Absolutely. And speaking of, I'm gonna go see the Hawks play the Avs next Friday.
Oh, very cool.
Got those tickets a couple months ago and said, maybe we'll go see the baby face, see how the Avs do against the Hawks, even though the Hawks, truthfully, are not the best right now.
Yeah, and just to kind of put a price tag on this jersey, Fanatics right now, Cale Makar autographed jersey is going for about $700, and that
Sounds
Weekend
right.
Warrior single spot is what in 100?
83.
83. So
Even less.
So you can get a $700 jersey for $83.
That's why we say you can get some of the best breaks in the biz for a fraction of the cost. So a lot of great stuff still left on the table, and we're kind of sitting in a position where I'd say we're halfway to breaking some new stuff out, but also kind of moving some series along.
Yeah.
We're in that weird in-between point, but there's still a lot of great headliners in the room. We are going to go over that Weekend Warrior as soon as this one drops. So as soon as this guy's bought out, 6 spots, it's all it takes. If this closes by, I'll say like 10,
Yeah.
we'll do a little bit of I've got a fun idea for the new Weekend Warrior that
Okay. All right.
we'll test out.
All right.
Midnight Mayhem, that'll be going back on tonight with Tim and I. A lot of great custom flexes in there, including a Kurt Warner, and Brian Urlacher and Mike Singletary, a Von Miller, which I need to double check if that is a speed flex. Hall of Fame series, couple more speed flexes, Jared Allen, LT, everything under the sun. You want to get out on this break because there's also a Ken Griffey autographed baseball bat in there. So if you're a big baseball fan or just a Ken Griffey fan, that would be a good break for you. Free agent series, NFC North, and the headliners, including an AP speed flex. Diamonds, you've got still some great stuff. Saquon, Staubach, Eric Dickerson, John Lynch, TJ Watt. Awesome names in the break room. But I think we're going to open the show with just kind of talking about what's in the series. Maybe pick out some of our favorite items as we go through the day. So,
I already know my favorite item because I was I took a picture of it earlier.
Did you know?
This morning. And yeah, I already know my favorite item. So this is probably one of the few times where there are no Ladanians in the room for me to fawn over. But the best item in the room, which is still available, by the way, is this Magic Johnson Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Showtime dual sign poster.
Interesting. We'll start off with that. Dan, no way if it says you're
Nope.
available.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. I completely understand.
Yeah. Very fair. Very fair.
Although that does give me an idea. I'll bring it up later in our meeting.
We are 2 to go in that Hall of Fame double box.
So let's go to that Hall of Fame box. Let's get over here. Let's see if this thing wants to load. There you go. So 2 to go. $152 for that double. Here is just some of the stuff that started off this series. Hole and Oates, Tom Helton, Malone Stockton, Barkley, custom flex of Bettis, Smith, and LT, Jared Allen on a Chief, Drew Brees on a Saint, which don't get many speed flexes of Drew Brees in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran, Mike Modano, Big Papi, Magic and Kareem, Bagwell, and Griffey. Guys, great series. And it's only $76 for a single? Dude. That's not normal. Here's what's left in the series. Here's Big Papi's jersey. We've had his jersey pop in and out of the break room in some of these multi-sport mixers. So this one is sitting in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely no surprise. The Mike Modano custom jersey right here, signed on the 9 with a little bit of a back insert right down there. Here's the LT Flex. We'll get a good view of that. I love this ripple design where it starts with the black and moves to white and blue. Absolutely love the way the Speed Flex looks, and I'm willing to bet it'll look even better in a display case. I'm willing to bet. Here's the Jared Allen Flex Hall of Fame 25 inscription. So you know this has been autographed within the last year and a half or so, last 18 months. Here's the one that I think will be the big chase for today. The Louisville Slugger, Ken Griffey Jr. baseball bat. That'll be the big chase, at least for me today within this series. I know you said you love that Kareem and Magic photo. Taking a look at this Ken Griffey bat.
I'm looking at some of the double up possibilities because this is one where the divisions are not aligned in the traditional sense. It's kind of like the Weekend Warrior where there's different teams that you get. So I'm just looking at some double up possibilities. And you got the Mike Modano and Lawrence Taylor. Okay. That'll be Giants and Team USA. You've got, let's see, you got the Lakers Showtime guys as well as Jeff Bagwell on the bat because that'll be Lakers and Astros. Julius Erving and Todd Helton will be, Julius Erving and Ken Griffey will be Mariners and 76ers. And I think Barkley would also be a 76ers hit in this case because I don't see the Suns out there. And I think Barkley was longer tenured with the Sixers anyway.
I do believe so. Here's that Giants lid in further motion. This thing is pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you can see this, Chinmay. This is a pretty sweet lid.
It's pretty good.
That's a pretty sweet lid.
It's pretty good. I'm liking that we've gotten the tricolors more.
Yeah.
Saw Saquon tricolor yesterday, and Barkley would be a 76ers hit too. So that could actually be a triple with Ken Griffey, Charles Barkley, and Julius Erving. David Ortiz. Is anyone else doubling up with the Red Sox there? That Drew Brees is gone.
Could be whatever the Supersonics hit is. More than likely Sean Kemp.
Yeah, I don't see a headliner there. So yeah. So among the headliners, at least, there are still some double up possibilities. Let's see. I think that Jared Allen is a Chief, but I don't see any other blue. The Hall and Oates is gone.
Yes, the Hall and Oates is gone. So that's So we're kind of just sitting pretty. But here's that Magic and Kareem photo you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a pretty big photo too. Like you're gonna need a pretty decent sized frame for this guy.
I mean, as a Lakers fan, that's it, right? Like Shaq and Kobe would be the only thing that could top it.
That could top it?
Yeah. Shaq and Kobe would be the only poster that can. Shaq and Kobe dual sign would be the only poster that could top that.
I don't know if you saw the Kobe ball in the room on Thursday.
I did not. I'd have to go back and look at that.
Very, very cool. MJ was in there on an autograph
I saw the MJ. Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
A lot of great stuff in the break room on Thursday for Holy Grail. This is what I'm calling Holy Grail 0.5 or Holy Grail Light.
Yeah.
Or It may not be some of the top names, but pretty damn close to it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Lots of great stuff. Here's that Charles Barkley basketball. I believe that's on NBA Finals ball?
Looks like it.
Very, very cool. Very nifty.
Which is funny because Charles played in some NBA Finals, but did not win any NBA Finals.
Hey, you know what? He's still a name attributed to the finals, man.
Yeah.
Got to go with it there. Here's the Todd Helton batting helmet for the Rockies. Little Hall of Fame 24 inscription right down there as well. The Jeff Bagwell bat. Very, very nice. Julius Ervin setting in the secondaries. Very easy one to get into, only for $76. Hoping to break that double on this one, which realistically we should. Here's the free agent series. I know Dan Jobbett was asking about it, and this is one of those where I just say, just jump in it. It's very simple. If you get any of the NFC spots, so you have 4 chances at a headliner.
Yeah.
Breeze in the South, Peterson in the North, Warner in the West, and Dak Prescott in the East. If you get any of the 4 NFC spots, you are sitting very, very pretty. And even then, the hidden gems could maintain possibly a double up.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be getting some extra stuff hiding in there as well. So this free agent series looking very good to come down in the final stretch. And even then, you get one of the hidden gems, or you get one of the crates. And like I was saying earlier, replicas, authentics, speed flexes, jerseys, minis, so many different opportunities in those. It's basically a separate series on its own.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I absolutely loved about it. Very, very creative design from our creative team, so shout out to them. But also, $129 for a single, $258 for a double. I think realistically we do a double and the rest will be singles along the way.
Probably.
In my mind. So we'll see how this goes down in the final stretch, but I'd love to see you all get in and at least start knocking this down for our noon show that'll happen between Chinmay and I as well. So here's that AP flex. I absolutely love the rip design. The yellow sticks out predominantly with that purple visor. The yellow ink right on top there. Let's get a good video of it. Here it is. Here it is. The ripped design all the way around the back. Look at that AP, folks. 4 headliners, 6 total boxes with 2 free agent boxes sitting there ready to go. Then we drop the new series right behind it. Let's close this. Let's see if we can close this show.
Yeah, we should be able to knock out at least some free agent boxes. We should be able to knock out this last weekend Warrior. That should be gone. And then we can drop the new Weekend Warrior series, which is absolutely loaded for you guys. The Hall of Fame double, only 2 to go. We should be able to get that too. So
easily.
Plenty of stuff that we should be able to knock out here. We are also 2 to go in the minis for that mini double. So
there we
should be able to get the mini double out of the way as well.
Hope you've all been enjoying the extra minis and jerseys that we've been throwing out. I got the news bomb.
Speaking of which, the minis have closed. So
Wonderful.
we will do that mini double to start things off.
Wonderful. But we had the news dropped on us that the jerseys and minis were going to 40 on Tuesday. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. Means more breaks. I'm for it. Let's roll. So we'll do that mini series. We'll get that double going. I've loved that you guys are getting into that quad as well, which is very rare that we have it in the mini series. It's usually just doubles. So the fact that we have a quad in the minis for $104, you could walk away with some sick lids. These are very cool. Let's see what's left in here. So what am I seeing in the minis? I'm seeing one of my favorite receivers of all time, Isaac Bruce, on that Flash Rams. You got Champ Bailey on a retro Denver, Shady McCoy on the Eagle, LT on the Giants, CD on the Cowboys, Zach Thomas as well on the Slate Dolphins, Emmitt Smith on the Slate Boys, and then 2 secondary headliners of Derek Brooks and Mr. Ocho Cinco. I like it. Very, very fun series. I want to see this Isaac Bruce personally. Again, one of my favorite receivers of all time. He's just fun to watch. Maybe, I didn't get to watch him personally, but those YouTube highlights, man, they go crazy.
He's a good one to he's a good one to have watched in person. Yes.
All right, let's get breaking on this first mini double. Thank you, everybody. So we'll do mini double number 4. Give me. Why did I put $3? There you go.
You're already thinking about money.
Money. Give me 2 box numbers or the wheel, please. David Griffin, Jill Lobovitz, Eric Russell, Matthew Snyder, John Sutter, and Chris Abbott. I'm looking for 2 box numbers, which let me pull this back up for you. All the numbers will be located right down there. There they are. 5, 14 through 16, 18 through 20, 23, 25, 29, 30, 32 through 34, 36, 38 through 40. Give me any one of those two numbers or the word wheel times 2, or maybe wheel in a number. You have a couple options here, folks. Let me know, what are we thinking? What are we looking to do? John says 16 and 23. I like that. Works for me. So there's 16 and 23. MJ's number, my number. Again, had MJ in the break room on Thursday, which doesn't happen very often. But when he's in here, it is a great time. So let's kick it back over here. Get to one of the cool spots. Thank you, sir. Right here. Got 2 minis. Let me do a little bit of randomization, folks. We got 6 times around in this one. So I wish you all the absolute best of luck on these breaks. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, Matthew Snyder, you're taking over the NFC North. David Griffin in the NFC South. Chris Abbott in the... Where is it? I just lost it. Chris Abbott in the NFC East. John Sutter in the NFC West. Eric Russell in the AFC North. AFC South goes to Matthew Snyder. AFC East, Chris Abbott and Jill Lobovitz getting it the AFC West. All right. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's get to it. Box number, let's see if you guys can see this. 16. You can kind of see that. So this will go towards the chase wheel spin. Best of luck.
We will also do that Hall of Fame double that has closed out. So
who closed that one out?
I believe that was Daniel Sandhall.
There you go, Daniel Sandall. Thanks for joining us today. What do we got in here? Ooh, part of a very infamous trio for this NFC South team. Have you heard of All Stats in SAP? How about the third member of the trio, Derek Brooks on the Bucks Mini? There you go. NFC South hit David Griffin picking up a big win. Congratulations, David. Say what's up if you're in the break room this morning. 20 eyeballs, or 20 sets of eyeballs across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and share for all things Ultimate Autographs. But there you go. Derek Brooks on the pewter Bucks Mini. Very, very nice. Here's the Beckett cert right on the back there. There you go. You can see it. Beautiful stuff.
Derek Brooks is a secondary headliner. Very, very well done there, David.
Get this taken care of. There you go. Congratulations again, David. Very nice. I'm just going to slide this one across the table.
Yep.
All right. And we got number 23. We got the MJ number. Any guesses on what it could be? Any guesses?
Well, there's no MJ on the table, so or on the board, so that's gonna be tough.
Kind of hoping for an MJ like mini basketball.
Yeah.
That somehow fit in the size of this box. Truth be told. All right, we got. What do we have in here? Who is? Oh, I do know who this is. I always love when he's in here. He's always so fun. A very interesting guy. One of the top rushers of the 2000s era, playing for not only this team, but also Baltimore predominantly. How about Jamal Lewis as a hidden gem? This AFC North hit will go to Eric Russell. Ooh, that's purple. That's a color we save for later. There you go, Eric. Congratulations on your Jamal Lewis mini. Beckett cert on the back. And guys, guess what? I'm willing to bet he probably signed that here at Ultimate Autographs. So
yeah.
He was here, what, a month ago now?
It's been a little more than a month, I think. But yeah, Jamal Lewis pulled his Ravens jersey yesterday. One of the first boxes of the noon show, I believe. So
there you go.
Jamal Lewis featuring in the break room nicely.
Jamal Lewis, we love him in here. There we go. Very lovely. So Jamal Lewis and Mr. Derek Brooks to start the day. I think that's a pretty good start to the day.
Very good start. It's a very good start to the day.
Easing us into all the fun. Although, if you guys want to get more minis, they do count towards the Chase wheel spin. If we knock out this weekend Warrior, we'll have a little bit of fun. So, if this guy goes, the new one drops. If we get it down to 3 spots by the time I'm done with this next Hall of Fame double, I'll tell you a couple of the headliners in there. A couple of them. I'll give you 4. I'm feeling nice. I'll give you 4. So, Hall of Fame double number 6. Give me 2 box. 4. All right, Hall of Fame double number 6, please. I need 2 box numbers or the wheel, please. Daniel Sandow, Doc Rivers, Logan Kinney, Lance Abbott, and Tim Lawson. Lots of great opportunities for some big hits in here early today. Big opportunities for some big prizes. I need 2 box numbers or the wheel, please. Again, hope you all are having a great start to your Saturday morning. Maybe you got your waffles, your pancakes. Maybe you got your bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Maybe you got your bagel. Maybe you made yourself some eggs this morning. Ooh, now I'm making myself hungry. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But I need 2 box numbers or the wheel. I'll give you about 45 seconds if I don't hear anything. Then we go to the magical wheel. Adam, what's up, my guy? He says, Doc, where are you? I miss you. Again, we get this guy down to 3 spots. This is the last weekend Warrior from last weekend. We get this guy down to 3 spots. I'll tell you a couple of the headliners in the next one. I'll even tease maybe a couple of the really big ones in there. Maybe a certain JJ.
Yeah.
But maybe not the one you're thinking. I don't know. Could be JJ McCarthy for all you know. Could be Jay Jettis. Could be... I can't think of any other J's right now, but it could be any one of them. I'll give you guys another 15 seconds if I'm not hearing anything. All right. Going once. Going twice. Bueller. And closed. All right. We're gonna spin it. We're gonna spin the magical wheel. And here we go. It'll be one of 15 boxes remaining. How about box number 6? How does box 6 sound? Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
So we'll do 6. I got 6 on here. Let's spin one more time for good measure. And then how about box number, is it going to be 18 or 19? It'll be 19. So 6 and 19, please. Or, yeah, 6 and 19. Let's randomize everybody's name 6 times. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Logan Kinney. You got our top spot. Now it's because it's not the NFC North. I'm going to have to go through each and every one of these. Here we go, folks. In the top spot, Logan Kinney with the Cowboys, White Sox, and Flyers. Daniel Sandow, you've got Steelers, Boxing, and Brewers. Doc Rivers, Giants, Team USA. Shout out to the World Baseball Classic team making it to the semifinals. Yeah. And the Reds. Timothy Abbott in the Saints, Red Sox, and Sonics. Timothy Lawson with the Chiefs, Blues, Spurs, and Celtics. Daniel Sandow with the Mariners, 76ers, UFC, and A's alongside the Jazz, Rockies, Lightning, and Music. Doc Rivers recapping it with the Lakers, Astros, Rams, and Texas Rangers. All right, folks.
See what we got here. Everyone in this series is a Hall of Famer.
Dude, how you know you're getting some straight gas. Here's box 6, folks. Best of luck, everybody. Hope you get what you're looking for. Hopefully you got the spots you were looking for. There we go. What do we got in here? You know what this kind of looks like? That looks like a basketball.
Looks like a basketball. I'm gonna say that it is a basketball.
It looks like a basketball. Oh. Oh. Chinmay, do you know who this is? Did you just happen to know who this was? You just kind of knew who I was thinking about?
Oh.
Did you know? Because apparently, I don't know. How about Charles Barkley in the break room? There you go. Charles Barkley. I'm going to double check. Oh, yeah. Here you go. For further proof. Charles Barkley. Right down there. How about that guy? Signature Series basketball. PSA cert right on the back here. This thing is pretty darn gnarly. Oh, wow. It's got the smell of a Hall of Famer. That's how awesome it is. Smell of a Hall of Famer in the break room. How about Charles Barkley? That should be a Sandal hit.
It's going to be Daniel Sandal, yeah. 76ers, yeah.
There you go. Daniel Sandal, congratulations on your win there, boss. Where's my pen? Congratulations. We got Barkley now in the break room. Maybe we'll get that Lawrence Taylor next. One of the big focus points on our NBA viewing is he's become one of the was it pregame, postgame show hosts, halftime as well, kind of poking in and out, giving us a couple hilarious moments on social media.
He will be
having a great time.
He will be featured with March Madness now. He'll be
Really?
he'll be on. Well, he's generally on March Madness for CBS. He's done a lot of stuff for CBS with March Madness. So he'll be on Selection Sunday with March Madness with the CBS gang as we were just one day away from that Field of 68 being announced.
And that's when the fun begins.
That's when the fun begins. Some will say that this entire week has been when the fun begins with conference tournaments.
It's true. We got box 19 coming up. Oh, man. Well, Dan, unfortunately for you, it is not LT. However, it's the guy with the stature of LT. The name alone carries a significant amount of weight in the break room. Not only in the sport of baseball, but really everywhere you go. Here's the JSA cert. Here it is. How about the man? He's big. He's Big Papi. David Ortiz in the break room. There you go. JSA cert right on the bottom there. The Boston Red Sox, Lance Abbott with a big win. There you go. David Ortiz in the break room. Hell yeah, man. There you have it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a gnarly jersey.
There are some players, like Drew Brees with the Saints, right? I guess MJ with the Bulls. There's some players that you just associate with a particular franchise. And there will be old school Red Sox fans who might not talk about David Ortiz as much. But for me, David Ortiz is, like when you say Boston Red Sox, I think David Ortiz.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any other player that really comes close to that. At least in the modern era.
Ortiz is one of those players that you hear the name, even if you're not super familiar with baseball, you know the name.
Yeah.
And when
David Ortiz.
You have fans of opposing sports, maybe even opposing franchises, maybe even rival franchises, saying, yeah, I know who that is, or gosh, I really like / strongly dislike that guy. You know you've done something right in your career.
Interesting that we got Charles Barkley and David Ortiz in the same break, because on their respective sort of presentation shows that they're on, they are probably the more notable pranksters on those shows.
Hey, every clubhouse, every locker room has to have those jokers.
Yeah.
And the fact that they get it in theirs.
These two are probably the resident jokesters. Charles, sometimes he's serious, but then he ends up joking because he says something very funny. Ortiz has pulled off some good pranks back in his time. In his time, I shouldn't say back in the day. He's still doing it.
He's a well-known prankster, and I have nothing but respect for that. I do love a good joke.
Yeah,
I do love a good joke. All right, let's get this guy bagged up. I'm not going to keep him out here. I did last time, but we're going to put Big Papi away. Very big hit.
Even though he got two headliners gone, you still have, in my opinion, the best item in the break room still available with that Magic Kareem Showtime poster.
Correct. Again, here's the Charles Barkley basketball. We're going to keep it out here. Cannot complain. Lance and Daniel, congratulations, friends. Hope you will enjoy these when they head to your homes soon. But that being said,
Ken Griffey bat is also still available.
Ooh, it's,
Right, so
it's the one I'm chasing.
you're talking about the two iconic things that Hayden and I would want to see out here. Kareem Magic photo, Ken Griffey bat.
Can't argue with that. However, 5 to go in the single for the free agent. Again, you get an NFC North spot. I like your odds at a headliner.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to see closed in this show is specifically this: the weekend warrior.
Yeah, and it is a Cale Makar jersey.
We know
it's the
what it
last
is.
headliner. We know what it is, and it's $83 for a single. And that Makar jersey, I just looked up, this morning, $700 on Fanatics for a Cale Makar autograph jersey. And if the Avs win another championship, which it looks like they could be doing this season, that value of that Makar jersey just goes up that much more.
Yeah.
So you're talking about almost 10xing, 9xing your value on that single spot if you do end up winning the Makar. Not to mention, we do have Weekend Warrior as the chase, so you are getting a chance at some wheel spin money too.
You will get wheel spin opportunities for some extra cash if always need be, because you don't have to be the biggest hockey fan. You could always I know a lot of people in here love to trade. You might find the right hockey fan and just be like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of trading, a little bit of fun. You could do that too. That's always a wonderful option. However, 6 spots to go in this. It's a Cale Makar jersey. It's on the website. You see it. It's right there in front of you. You know what you're getting. If we close that, the new Weekend Warrior will drop. It's in the room already, folks. It's a pretty loaded series. Not only with names, but, really, it's just all names. It's beautiful. There's a triple sign in there. There's some guys in here that we don't get super often. Like, there's even a player in here that I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen in the break room. Chinmay says we have. I call cap, but I also trust your opinion a lot more. So I'm curious to see if we'll get any of that done in this show. And if we do, or if we don't, then we wait till noon. And it just means, do you want to get it here now, or do you want to wait a couple hours? Me personally, let's just get this out of the way. Let's push it to the side.
But yeah, Makar, just to kind of people who aren't as familiar with him, Calder Trophy in 2020, 3-time All-Star, Stanley Cup champion. He was a cover athlete for EA NHL in 2024. And in that 2022 Stanley Cup run for the Avs, he won the Conn Smythe. So
He did.
Even though, Nathan McKinnon and I think Landeskog was another key player for them during that run, but Makar was seen as the sort of MVP of those Stanley Cup playoffs, which is why his jersey is going for so much on Fanatics.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked, as you said, if they make another run. They have been the most impressive team, and truly with some of the players that have been injured this year, like I don't know if you saw Austin Matthews with the Maple Leafs is out.
Yeah, out for the rest of the year.
He's done, which that's a big blow for them. However, Avs are looking good to go back. I would not be shocked. I can give you more of an updated report next time I see you after this next Friday's game. So I'll let you know how they're looking, and if Cale Makar's balling on a budget, then we might be in for a potential another MVP run from him. So Cale Makar, 6 spots left to go in that one, and then we drop the new Weekend Warrior, which is definitely something you will want to get into. So ball is most definitely in your court, folks. But otherwise, I see 2 to go in the jersey double. Would like to get that kind of pumped open, and if not, we start narrowing down on what we're getting into for the 18 sets of eyes that are in here. If you guys want to drop in the chat what breaks you're getting into, maybe we try to close a couple of them in this show, and maybe come 10:30, we try to get this Weekend Warrior done.
Yeah, we got a couple spots in the Diamond Single bought into as well, so 6 to go in that Diamond Single. 2 to go in that Jersey Double. So we should definitely again be able to knock out that Jersey Double.
I think we could definitely break that out in the next couple of minutes. But let's go back to the website. Let's take a look at what we were taking a look through. We got through a little bit of free agent. We got through the Hall of Fame. Weekend Warrior, it's just a Cale Makar jersey, folks. But I want to show it to you because it's honestly a really pretty jersey. The Avs colors, in full credit to them, are always a very pretty set of colors.
More importantly, though, once we knock this out of the way, we drop a new Weekend Warriors series, which will be very, let's just say, very football heavy. Let's just say very football heavy.
Infinitely football heavy.
Probably the only Weekend Warrior that has been this football heavy.
In a while. I want to say it's been a hot minute since we've had a football only.
Yeah.
I think we could just say it's a football
It's only. A football only.
And it's got a lot of displayable lids in there, including. Do we tease a headliner in there?
We can tease some headliners in there. Yeah.
Let's just drop 2. I'll let you pick one, and I'll pick another one.
I personally, any helmet that has multiple signatures gets more value, right? More ink on the helmet, more value.
Okay.
When it's a triple signed Cowboys helmet.
Ooh.
That's when you're really talking about maximizing your value there.
I wonder what that one could be, although I feel like we may already know, but a triple signed Cowboys could
triple signed Cowboys helmet.
Well, it could be Staubach, Irving, and I'm blanking on the third name.
Emmett.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking.
Dorset.
Could
plenty of Cowboys out there. Aikman.
Could be a current Cowboys of Prescott, Pickens, and Lamb. I don't know if could be Pickens.
I haven't really seen George Pickens in the room.
Oh, what about a triple receiver? You got Pearson.
Yeah.
You got Irvin. You got Lamb. Could do that.
Yeah.
Could chuck a little bit of Dez on there.
Dez Bryant has been in the room pretty frequently.
Pretty recently too.
Yeah, it is an all football series, and I believe all authentics.
Maybe a couple speed flexes.
Could be some speed flexes. I think it's all.
I'm not gonna give anything else away. So you're looking at that Cowboys triple sign. I'm looking at a specific Nick Bosa. I'm looking at a Nick Bosa. Now, unfortunately, did not have the best year this year. Unfortunately, everybody on the Niners donated their ACLs to Christian McCaffrey for him to stay running all year. But I want to see a little bit of a Nick Bosa in the break room. And those are just 2 of the headliners, folks. I will that's all I'm going to tease. That is all I'm going to tease until this Cale Makar jersey goes. If we get this down to I'll say 3, right? If we get it down to 3, we'll tease another 2. If we close it, then we'll just tease the whole series. We'll just tease the whole thing. So, ball is in your court on that one, folks. That is kind of what we're waiting on. Hopefully, we're able to do a little bit of that and get to have a little bit of fun today. So, let's get this Weekend Warrior closed today. If you guys haven't already checked in on the break page, here you go. Have some fun. Check in on the break page. Swain says, I have a triple signed Aikman, Irving, and Smith on a Dallas Eclipse.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds cool.
The Aikman, Irvin, and Smith has been a common triple signed Cowboys lid.
Would you say this is a common triple signed Cowboys lid?
No.
Oh,
this is not common.
This may so this is a new one.
I'll say one of those 3 players is on this lid.
Ooh,
one of those 3. One of Aikman, Irvin, and Smith is on this lid that's in the next Weekend Warrior series.
Ooh, I'm curious about that one.
We are 6 to go in the. We are 5 to go in the free agent single.
Okay. Could see a little bit of movement on that this
morning. And we are 4 to go
in
that jersey single, 2 to go in that jersey double.
Okay, so it looks like we're starting to see some movement on the break page, folks. Again, happy Saturday. Hope you're enjoying your breakfast. I can tell you my breakfast was burnt because I accidentally burnt my bagel this morning. That's kind of where I was at in this morning. But again, 6 spots to go in this Weekend Warrior. We close it. We drop the new football-heavy Weekend Warrior for the first time in God knows how long.
Correction, we are 2 to go in that jersey single now.
Love it. Speaking of jerseys, here you go. Let's take a look. Let's see what headliners are left. We got some big ones, including the one I was chasing, this guy. One of the scariest men on the defensive line, Aaron Donald.
That NFC West, actually, if you're in that NFC West, you got you got a lot of options in terms of doubling up. You can do Aaron Donald, Fred Warner, Aaron Donald, Kurt Warner, Fred Warner. Maybe your last name is Warner, and you just go Warner,
and you call them the Warner Bros.
Yeah,
you got some options there. NFC North, you got a Jay Jettis. Again, we don't get a Jay Jettis jersey in here too often. So
yeah, Jettis, we get a lot of helmets.
Don't get
but the jerseys not that often.
So if you're a big Vikings fan, I would recommend jumping in on this, try to pick up that jersey. Here's a Will Anderson, a guy who I would say pretty frequently pops up in the jersey.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty darn good. One of the top sack leaders this past year. I know his edge rusher partner, Daniil Hunter, got a ginormous deal, which I need to double check. I need a fact check. But I believe the NFL said no to it because they're like, whoa, timeout. Well, where is this money coming from? Because apparently the Texans didn't have enough cap space, whatever. I need to double check that article, but I thought that was really amusing. And then the other one, we were talking about some Cowboys. Here's one in here, Roger Staubach on the signed jersey. Again, it's always the old school players, the 70s, 80s, 90s, that have some of the best signatures in the game. Roger Staubach in this one. Those are the only 6 headliners out of 16 boxes, folks. So everything else is a hidden gem, but you know all the gems in here, folks, are worth your time. So do not hesitate. Let's close these singles for the jersey or the jersey singles and doubles. There we go. We got there at the end of the day. Looks like 6 to go on that Hall of Fame double, 5 and 6 to go on the free agent. 6 to go in the single for the Diamonds. Let's take a look through here. We got a ways to go. We only have one double up here. Staubach and Barkley with the Cowboys and the Eagles, but everything else is nothing to scoff at. The absolutely wonderful Steelers lid of T.J. Watt hiding out here. One of the only player to have 3 consecutive 20-sack years in his career. Will more than likely join his brother in the Hall of Fame, and that'll be a wonderful time. How about Eric Dickerson on the home Colts lid? Hall of Fame inscription right there as well. Always love getting Mr. Dickerson, the all-time single-season leading rusher. Love seeing him in here. Here's one of the double-ups. Roger Staubach. Again, it's that signature, man. You take a look at it, you know exactly who it is. You don't need to think super hard on it. Yep. That's why I love those types of lids. Kurt Warner on the salute to service, the Super Bowl MVP and Hall of Fame inscription, and rightfully so. Kurt Warner, always a popular lid in the break room. He's just a popular figure in general. Love Mr. Greatest Show on Turf hiding out here. Love him on the salute to service. And then the Kelly Green, the Saquon Barkley on the authentic as well. Always another lovely lid to add to your collection. If you're a Steelers, Colts, Cowboys, Rams, or Philly fan, get in on this, as well as there's a lovely little secondary headliner hiding out. John Lynch. Could it be a Denver? Could it be a Tampa? I don't know. We'll find out if it gets broken. $103 for that single spot. We got 6 to go left in that single. And otherwise, we're kind of just waiting for that one to go. We just did some minis, but I'll showcase these guys one more time. It's a double and a quad, folks. We don't normally do quads, but because we have so many, we said, why not? Now, the one I personally wanted to see already got pulled. I wanted to see this AP. Again, you and I share that affinity for college lids. Yeah. So I wanted to see that AP. However, Isaac Bruce, very, very close second. A top receiver, really in all of football, in the entirety of the NFL. One of my favorite receivers to kind of tack onto him, Julio, and Randy Moss. If I had to pick 1, 2, 3, it'd be that. Not in any particular order, just those 3. You're probably like, well, what about Jerry Rice? Sorry, it's an opinion for a reason. Champ Bailey also hiding out here with Shady McCoy, LT, CD, and Zach Thomas on the slate Dolphin right here. Moving on down, we still have that Emmitt Smith on the slate Cowboy. And then in the secondary headliners, Mr. Ocho Cinco himself, one of the funniest men in the NFL. Lots of great opportunities for some double-ups, folks. Even if, if you're not able to chase maybe one of those authentics, this is a great alternate to getting on some of these big lids. Big triple up in the NFC East. Sorry, quadruple up in the NFC East. Shady, LT, CD, and Emmitt. Yeah. Dude, you get that Emmitt. You get that, not the Emmitt Smith. You get that NFC East spot, and you are cooking. Get in on those minis while they're still there.
We will do that jersey break.
Which one?
The jersey single.
Okay. I like a jersey single. Let's rock.
We'll have that jersey single.
Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and let's roll. All right. Just do a quick refresh. Yep, there it is. All right, jersey single. Let's roll. Wait for me to drop this in the chat. Box number or wheel, please, for the jersey, number 11. Andre Alexander, Davion Sullivan, and Timothy Lawson. Thanks for jumping in on this one. Andre or Davion, any new friends to the break room? Would you happen to know, Chinmay?
Let me check. No, Davion's been here before.
Okay.
Andre is a new guy.
All right, Andre, welcome to the break room. I need a box number or wheel. Jerseys are floating down there. 5, 6, 10, 11, 14, 15, 23 through 26, 29, 31 through 33, 35, and 36. So lots of possibilities for this jersey number. I wonder what it could be. If not, if I don't hear anything in 30 seconds, doesn't look like I will be I'll be waiting too long. We're gonna be doing box number 22. Let me put you all in the randomizer real quick. Get box 22. It does not appear we actually have 22.
All right, so we'll give. I'm guessing that's it's Keysol. I'm guessing that's Davion.
Yes.
We'll give you guys another shot at a box number. It's 22 on the ticker.
So 22 is not on the ticker. So
Yeah, so the numbers are scrolling at the bottom of the screen that are available in the jerseys, and they'll come around again in a little bit. He's saying 24.
that I know we have.
All right, 24 is available.
24 is available.
We'll do 24.
24 is available. Thank you for getting that back into us. Let's move this guy over. All right, folks. We're going to go 6 times around on the randomizer and get you guys into your divisions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, work with me here. Starting in the NFC North, we got Tim in the NFC South, Davion alongside the NFC East and West. So, Mr. Sullivan, you're taking over the NFC minus the North. Andre Alexander, you got the AFC North. Mr. Sullivan, you got the South and East of the AFC with Mr. Lawson picking up the West. So, lots of good
Got the
opportunities.
Tim
here.
Lawson sandwich.
It's kind of what it is. Boom. Box number 24. Best of luck. All right. This guy loves popping up when I'm here. I can never explain it. One of the more fun rushers in all of the football league and one of the more unique numbers for a offensive position. How about Darren Sproles on an Eagle? We're going to fly like an eagle with Darren Sproles. Mr. Sullivan, Davion, congratulations on your Darren Sproles win. Beckett Cert right over there. We're going to keep Mr. Sproles here in the break room. There you go. Congratulations, sir. One of the more unique numbers for an offensive player.
I've always been a big fan of Darren Sproles. Loved him, especially when he was on the Chargers, but he was on the Eagles as well. Very fun player. Gave you hope as a short kid. Gave you hope.
Correct.
That you could one day also play in the NFL. And he's an Eagles fan. Davion says he's an Eagles fan, so that works out perfectly for him. Congratulations, Davion.
Love it. Absolutely love hearing that. Fly, Eagles, fly. Don't know where they're flying to. Probably back home after their playoff attempts. Boom! Toasted. Anyways.
I will say though, the Eagles, they got a lot of talent. They just kind of need to figure out the coaching and the sort of play calling. That's what they really need to figure out. Really, the offense.
Well, they did
play
fire
calling.
Patullo.
Yeah, they did fire Patullo. Sean Mannion, a Packers guy, coming over
Really curious about that.
to Philadelphia, but they're probably going to run the ball a little bit more with Saquon again.
Hopefully,
I
don't know why they went away from
I
that.
also think they're going to lean into sort of the play action, and we'll see what happens with AJ Brown. But if AJ Brown stays, I think we're going to see a little more play action. We're going to see a little more of the deep ball being thrown.
I have seen some rumors about AJ Brown possibly still being shopped by Philly.
I think he's being shopped. I don't think they're not listening to offers, but I think it would take a substantial offer to move AJ Brown.
For reference, they declined the Patriots' first and third for him.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining it's probably closer to 2 firsts, very similar to Max Crosby.
I don't think they're getting 2 firsts for AJ Brown.
I don't either.
I think they want a first, and I think they want a player in return.
Probably a receiver.
Yeah,
would be my guess. So hypothetically, you know, a DJ Moore in a first would probably get you there, but who knows? That could have been an opportunity, but hey, you know, we'll see what ultimately shakes out with the rest of the free agency. I mean, I've been keeping up with it for the most part, and you know that it's been a wild week or so.
Yeah.
It's just been one thing after another. Teams making some ginormous deals. We saw Max Crosby go to the Ravens, and the Ravens said, "Nuh-uh, he broke his leg." Like we all didn't already know that. What a weird time to be an NFL fan. It kind of just went all over the place.
I think the interesting thing for the Ravens is that they then signed Trey Hendrickson almost immediately after. But then their GM says, yeah, we were originally trying to do both Crosby and Trey. And it's like, yeah, you really weren't. You really weren't trying to do that.
Which financially, they couldn't do.
Right.
So something didn't add up.
Yeah, you really not, yeah.
So it was more of, can't get Max? Sorry, Trey, you're in.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to give you the exact same contract we're going to give Max. He's like, okay. And whatever, man. The NFL's strange.
We'll see what the Raiders do, though. They're looking pretty nice. Mendoza will come in as the number 1 pick. I do think.
Hopefully.
I think it's pretty obvious that Mendoza will be the number 1 pick. It's obvious,
but it's the Raiders.
Fair enough. The Raiders could be I don't think AJ Brown would go to the Raiders.
No.
But the Raiders could be a good landing spot for AJ Brown, because they need a number 1 receiver. They need a clear number 1 receiver. Okay. They have Brock Bowers. They have Ashton Genty. Trey Tucker's a nice deep threat. But they need a true number 1 receiver.
Okay. I can get behind that.
They need a true number 1. And AJ has obviously had some issues in Philly. Could be on the move.
I know they did pick up Jalen Naylor, although he's not a wide receiver.
Yeah. But all these NFL teams that take these guys, and some work out. Not saying that some do not, right? Some of those hidden gems sort of work out when you take a guy who hasn't been playing that often or has been kind of a backup or a secondary guy, and then he gets a bigger role and explodes. I don't think Jalen Naylor is that guy.
No,
I think Jordan Addison could have been that guy, but the Vikings probably weren't going to give up Jordan Addison.
Been posting a lot of Bears stuff recently. All I'm saying. I don't think he's a great guy. Decent football player.
Yeah,
but that's okay. Cameron says AJ Brown, aka Ego. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's a fair point. Although Devonta Smith is a wide receiver 1.
Not bad.
Owners.
Not bad either.
Big fan of that. But
not bad either.
All right, so we've kind of hit the point in the show where I was like, I kept this in the back of my head. I said, I didn't want to pull it out until we absolutely had to. But I want to see this next week in Warrior Series pretty badly. And I know you want to see that triple sign Cowboys lid. So here's my proposal. $10 off for the final 6 spots left in this weekend Warrior. How does that sound? $10 off.
Sounds all right.
Sounds
all right to me.
So instead of paying $83, you'll be paying $73. Now you'll get $10 back in UA Store credit after the purchase.
Mm-hmm.
But that will be the plan. So for the final 6 spots, and maybe even with the final 2, maybe we'll offer them that as well. If that person gets another spot, I'm not sure who's in that single currently. But if they get another spot, I'll honor.
Let's see. So, we can.
If you could look that up,
we can take a look and see who's in the single. It's Adam Hoffman.
All right. So if Adam's in here,
he's actually got both spots.
All right. So if Adam's in here and he gets another spot, I will. We'll chuck him some back for that as well. How does that sound?
I'm willing to if he buys a couple more spots, I'm willing to give him credit for the other 2 as well.
Glad we agree. So for the remainder of the show, Weekend Warrior will be $10 off for that final single spot. So $73 for that Cale Makar will only apply to this show.
So yeah, and like I get it. There's not that many hockey fans here. Like people don't really know who Cale Makar is like off the top of their head, right? So it's not necessarily that appealing from a player standpoint or a sports standpoint. But in terms of pure value proposition, again, these are just the numbers of it. We're not even talking about the ability for the player to improve his profile, which Cale Makar certainly can do as a key player on an Avs team that is probably going to be at least in the Western Conference Finals. The jersey right now is going autographed jersey on Fanatics. It's going right now for $700.
Wow.
This is not like, I'm not making this up. I pulled it up on Fanatics earlier this morning. You can pull it up on your screen over there and show the folks. That's a 10x value on $70 in the Weekend Warrior single. So just purely from a value proposition, it is a 10x value for those for whoever ends up winning the jersey. You don't even have to know who Cale Makar is.
No, you don't. And that's the part about hockey jerseys I do like, because for all you know, this could turn into the opportunity for a very, very big event.
Right.
It could be your turning point for maybe becoming a hockey fan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it so exciting. So here it is. Here's the Cale Makar jersey, around $700.
Yeah.
Now this one has multiple inscriptions. This one, ours,
okay, all right. So maybe a little bit less. So
I'd say
600, 650 maybe.
5 to 6.
Yeah.
Still.
You're still looking at an 8x,
at least
7x, 8x value, right?
At least. So there is no going wrong with this deal. So we're willing to take $10 off the final 6 spots of the Weekend Warrior if you jump in it this show.
And Adam, if you're in there, I'm willing to give you credit on the first 2 spots if you get another one.
Correct.
So I'm willing to give you. It'll be $10 for each spot.
All right. So that is the plan for the final Weekend Warrior box, and we'll add that to the wheel spin as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the opportunity not only get to take $10 off your order, but also get to add some extra bucks if you get this one off.
And win a pretty cool Cale Makar jersey.
Exactly. Or, it could be a trade fodder for you. You could maybe get something else that you're looking for.
For sure.
You find an Avs fan in here. Maybe you have a buddy who's an Avs fan.
And also we can drop the next Weekend Warrior series.
That's the one I really want.
Which is all football series.
So if we get down to the final 3 spots, we'll tell you a couple more headliners. And once we close it, we'll break the jersey and we'll drop the new Weekend Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sounds like a plan.
That sounds like a plan.
So
hopefully we're able to execute this plan.
Hopefully we're able to get some stuff moving, but I'm going to do a quick refresh of the break page just to see where we're at. If it'll load, there you go. So the single and the double for the free agent hasn't moved. 5 left in the single, 6 in the double.
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame, 6 in the double. Out of bounds double. So the jerseys have 2 to go. And the diamonds still have 6 to go in the single. So we're kind of sitting in a little bit of a stagnation. But something I like to do, Chin Man, is kind of go through each series, and with what's left, we pick out one thing that we'd like to see from each series. How does that sound?
That sounds like a plan.
All right. So
we've already done that for a few series, but we can keep it going.
We've talked about Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about as far as we got.
Magic Kareem, Showtime poster.
And I want to see Ken Griffey. So here, we'll go back to it. Here you go. So here's the Magic and Kareem poster. There you go. Right there. Look at that thing. Magic on the left, Kareem on the right. Mr. Airplane himself sitting in on the right. Lovely JSA cert in the bottom, guys. All you have to do is be a basketball fan to want this.
You don't even have to be a basketball fan to want this.
I mean, it's true. Kareem
this
at
is
the bare minimum.
This is sports history.
Kareem at the absolute bare minimum.
This is I mean, forget. I think people know Magic more actually than Kareem.
See, I'm the exact opposite.
I think more people know Magic Johnson.
Maybe that's just my airplane watching.
Yeah.
Where it's just I
think
know
so.
of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before Magic.
I think more
weird
people
for
know.
That.
I think more people know Magic.
I mean, more than likely, but for me, I'm more interested in that.
Kareem pretty
side.
popular too, but I think more people know Magic Johnson.
More than likely, but still a very cool autographed photo from there. And then the one I'm chasing to this one, it's got to be Ken Griffey, man. The custom Lawrence Taylor is very cool, but that Ken Griffey Jr. bat, that ain't too bad, man. That's
Not too bad.
Bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad whatsoever. Again, 76 spots for the single. You can win a Ken Griffey bat for $76. You could win an autographed photo of Magic and Kareem for $76. You can win a Lawrence Taylor Speed Flex for $76. Get in on this break while you can. UltimateAutographs.com. Get in on it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Just do. Do or do not. There is no try. All right, the free agent series. We got 4 main headliners: Kurt, Dak, Adrian, Drew. Any thoughts on this one? Obviously, Adrian is the custom flex, so I might be a little favored here, but what are you thinking, Mr. Jinmei?
On the
Free agent series.
Free agent series.
So again, AP.
Well, I'm a sucker for Drew Brees.
Really?
So, yeah.
There you go.
I'll take Drew Brees. He's part of that LT Antonio Gates Chargers thing. I also liked Drew Brees when he was on the Saints. So he's a great like steward for the franchise. One of those players, right? Like when I think of New Orleans Saints, I think of Drew Brees.
Fair enough. Because funny enough, I was going to say the same thing. I just love Drew Brees.
Yeah.
I think he's a very underrated quarterback. One of those guys that
it's crazy that we're talking about like a guy who's I think second in the NFL in passing yards in history. As we're talking about him as an underrated player.
Well, he doesn't get brought up in the top 10 quarterbacks like ever.
Really?
Doesn't. Every single conversation I've had,
fair.
He always borders on 10.
Yeah.
That's generous for some people.
Okay.
Which
fair.
I think that's complete horse.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry, he should be a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
When not only you're slinging the ball for the Saints, you get them a Super Bowl with a franchise that, unfortunately, not the most notorious, not most historical.
Yeah.
But one that definitely has a past. Drew Brees, not only an all-time great guy, but an all-time hero. So even if you're a Saints fan, maybe if you're just a football fan, you're like, I want a Drew Brees in my collection. This is your opportunity. Again, 5 to go in the single, 6 in the double, 129 for the single, folks. 129 will get you a Drew Brees, a Kurt, a Dak, or maybe even that custom AP.
Yeah.
You have some options here.
I do want to go back because we were talking about Cale Makar in terms of value.
Okay.
The Magic Kareem Showtime poster. Now, the one that I found on the NBA store does also have the Showtime inscription on it. So that probably adds a bit of a dollar amount to that. But the listed price right now, other than the Showtime inscription, everything else is the same. Right? The autos are the same, the poster is the same. $1,700 bucks.
Wow.
Even if we want to say that the Showtime inscription itself is worth like $250, which I think is a bit generous, but even if we say that's $250, that's still like almost a $1,500 value.
That's crazy.
On Magic Kareem dual sign poster. That's from the NBA store. Like I'm like this isn't some, Joe Schmo on eBay selling this thing. This is the NBA is selling it as that.
Hi guys, I'm Joe Schmo. Still, so $1,500 for a $76 spot. Like, don't hesitate, folks. Get in on the series while you still can. Weekend Warrior again, $10 off for the final 6 spots. So $73 will realistically get you a Cale Makar jersey. Here it is, signed right in between the ovals on the 8. Little Fanatics cert right on the bottom there. Cale Makar is one of those Fanatics guys that doesn't sign a whole lot, but when he does, it's going to be good. Again, about a $500-$600 jersey sitting in the break room for a measly $83. That'll turn down to $73 once you're done.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate. Get in on it. Let's do that. Jerseys. We already kind of walked through a handful of them. We just opened one. Got a little bit of Darren Sproles for Mr. Sullivan over there. 2 to go left in the double. $58 will get you that one. 15 boxes to go. 6 headliners. You got the Warner Brothers, Fred and Kurt, even though there is no physical relation to them. Aaron Donald, the one I really want to see. I do love me a little bit of Aaron Donald in this one.
I do like. I will say, even though he did kind of put the knife in Packers fans' hearts during the playoff run in 2009. I do like Kurt Warner on the Cardinals. I did think he kind of elevated the Cardinals franchise and made them relevant. I like that Kurt Warner Cardinals jersey.
Yeah. Here's this Kurt Warner Cardinal jersey. I love the white stripe that kind of floats under the arm.
That. I want to see that.
I'd want to see that too.
Yeah.
I just want to see Aaron Donald because
respectfully,
if he was running at me, I would run the other way.
That is I think I saw the and then obviously it wasn't actual knives, but the Aaron Donald knives video where he was like warming up and there were like his trainer was basically knives were coming at him back and forth and they weren't real knives, but for a second you're like, Aaron Donald is crazy enough that these actually might be real knives.
You're probably right on that.
It was Parsons, right? It was Micah Parsons last offseason when Micah Parsons was had the trade demand and these rumors were circulating. Aaron Donald tweeted that if the Rams got Micah Parsons, he would consider coming out of retirement to play with Micah Parsons.
I do remember that.
And then I think 2 days later, he had a video on Instagram of him like shoulder pressing 150-pound dumbbells each. I was just
He's still got
yo, like if the Rams don't trade for Micah Parsons and then convince Aaron Donald to come out of retirement, I don't even know why you're like a general manager in football. Like this is the type of stuff that this is why we were all like on Madden franchise mode for.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've gone back to like Madden like 12. Where I just download that roster.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Aaron Donald to come back, and then I'll just run the table with them. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'll pick a random team. I think the one I'm planning on doing next is a one college only, where I'm only allowed to draft from a single school.
Okay.
I did it with Oregon on Madden 24.
All right.
I won the Super Bowl in 6 years.
Very cool.
With a bunch of 7th round and undrafted guys. Here's Roger Staubach, one of the best Cowboys quarterbacks of all time, here on the Beckett cert right down there. A little bit of Will Anderson, a little bit of recency bias. I do love watching this guy play. He's fun. He's a lot of fun.
The Texans defense. So we had in the AFC South, we had again one of the more probably from start to finish outside of the Titans, one of the most confusing divisions to figure out in football in 2025. You had the Colts that were 8-1, and nobody saw that coming. Except for probably folks inside the Colts organization. And if they were being honest, maybe they probably didn't even see it coming to that extent. Then Daniel Jones gets hurt. The Colts kind of fall off a little bit. The Jags and Texans. I think the Jags won 7 in a row and the Texans won 8 in a row. Something like that.
Sounds about right.
Jags had the hottest offense in football during that stretch. Texans had the hottest defense in football during that stretch. And then they both kind of flamed out in the playoffs. But it's fascinating to see what's going to happen with that division this season.
Especially since...
Will the Jags and Texans continue to dominate on their respective sides of the ball? Colts kind of loaded up a little bit. Now, I talked about this yesterday. If I'm the Colts, I don't know if this was the exact decision, but I would probably prefer Michael Pittman versus Alec Pierce if that's what it came down to for them in terms of who they signed and kept and whatnot. But we'll see if Daniel Jones and Alec Pierce can continue to replicate what they had early in the 2025 season.
It's definitely one that I'm going to be watching because I have no clue, but you forgot to mention probably with one of the most impressive off seasons we've had so far, the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, they've been interesting.
Loaded
they've been
up.
interesting.
Them and the Steelers loaded up in the AFC North. They just got big name after big name.
Raiders have been signing players.
Up.
They got Max Crosby back.
Correct. So the Raiders and the Titans definitely had probably one of the more interesting off seasons. I know the Commanders were supposed to be amongst that mix, and they re-signed Tunsil. They got Chris Paul back.
They got Rashad White.
Exactly. They got a couple really solid players. I just don't know if it's playoff contender good enough.
Well, their playoff status hinges entirely on whether Jaden Daniels can stay healthy or not.
As of right now, I don't see that happening, but who knows? We already talked about the Warner Brothers, and then one of the greatest receivers in football right now, Justin Jefferson, hiding out in those jerseys as well. So lots of great opportunities for some fun ones. Again, I want to see Donald. You're kind of looking at the Kurt Warner. So possibilities here are endless to move this thing along.
Yeah, we'll see if Jettis as well, Justin Jefferson, can get sort of a bounce back season with Kyler Murray now in Minnesota. And I say bounce back season. Jettis still crossed 1,000 yards, but only 2 touchdowns.
Only 2?
Yeah, only 2 touchdowns. He was not finding the end zone.
I was gonna say, it felt like more, but
he's had
season was
in every season where he's played every game. So in 2023, he missed the last, basically 2 months of the season.
Yeah.
He had 5 touchdowns still. He's never had less than 7 touchdowns in a year where he's played all 17, except for last season. Still had 1,000 yards, but only 2 touchdowns.
Interesting. So it makes me wonder if what they're going to do with them or with Kyler. Because I wouldn't be shocked if Kyler started week 1 right now.
I think Kyler's their starter. I think they're going into it thinking Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback.
As they should, truth be told. I like JJ. I think he can be good, but I don't like what I see right now. There needs to be a little bit more with that Vikings.
I think they believe that Kevin O'Connell can do with Kyler Murray what he did with Sam Darnold.
I think that's a high shot.
I think that's again, I don't know whether it'd be true or not, but I'm saying that's what they believe. I think that's what Vikings people believe.
Yeah. All right, boss man. Weekend Warriors still kind of sitting stagnant. Kind of just hanging out here, just chatting about some of the stuff that's happening in free agency. You know, the Vikings signing a guy who can't see over the offensive line and everything under the sun. So there's a lot of possibility for breaks here still in the break room. I believe the Hall of Fame just got bought into, so there's 5 spots left in that double.
5 spots left in that double. 5 spots left in the free agent single as well. So 5 spots left in the free agent single, 5 spots left in that Hall of Fame double. Only 2 spots left in that jersey double. I'm surprised that jersey double hasn't moved yet.
You and me both.
Only 2 spots left in that jersey double.
But also, it's this box that I'm currently resting my chin on. Who's in here, you might ask? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a lovely little Cale Makar from the Avalanche. $83 will be total to your card. However, we can give you $10 back in UA store credit to drop it down to about 73. So, in hyper actuality, get in on the spot. Because again, once this guy is opened, we go rip, kapow, and it opens up, right? That opens up the new Weekend Warrior, which, we already talked about the Rams, or not the Rams, the Cowboys triple sign.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to see a little bit of Nick Bosa.
Okay.
Little Bosa monster. I said if we'd get down to 3, we'd share another 2 headliners. So that still stays.
Yeah.
But could be flexes, could be authentics. It's a football-only series.
Yeah.
For all you know, it could be replicas. I don't know. You just gotta, maybe risk it for the biscuit. Maybe find out what's in here. Maybe if you really want to see what's in there, you take this one out. If you happen to buy all 6 spots, then you're basically getting your money back on the spots, or you're getting it for an extremely discounted price.
Sure, and you're getting the Makar jersey as we talked about is a $600 value, give or take. Hayden's saying could be a little bit less. We're seeing 700 because that had the inscription on it.
Yes, had multiple inscriptions. So
had multiple inscriptions, so maybe
knocked down to about 5.
Yeah, knocked down a little bit. I don't think the hockey inscriptions. It depends on what it was, but I don't think it'll be that much of it. But about a $600 value. So even if you were to buy 3 of those spots and you end up winning the jersey, that's still a 3x value, right? Like you're still getting about double. You're still about doubling your value in terms of what you spent. Not to mention you're getting the store credit back and you're getting a wheel spin opportunity because Weekend Warrior is part of that Chase wheel spin 1 to 100 on the store credit. So plenty of reasons to get in from a value perspective, even if you have no idea who Cale Makar is. You can do some Googling and find out who Cale Makar is. So he's pretty good. He's a pretty good player.
Pretty good's an understatement. I will say that. I will say, we will do the Chase wheel spin at 11, and if not, we'll regroup. And then once we do that, if nothing else is closed, then we will regroup for the noon show and hopefully get some more stuff done then. And maybe we drop the Weekend Warrior, the next one then. Because I'd like to have it before the 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock shows tonight. That's my ideal time frame. So again, you can get $10 off the final 6 spots of the Weekend Warrior. All you have to do is purchase a spot. Chenmei will credit you back $10. And we call it all fair. So that is what we're looking to close. That is the big chase. And we will take it from there. Minis as well are also part of the Chase Wheel Spin. So if you happen to get in on a couple of those during this show and we break them open, we'll add you to the Chase Wheel Spin. For those that are joining us for the first time, the Chase Wheel Spin, very simply put, you get into a break. Even if you don't win, you will be added to this wheel spin. We'll randomize all your name. It is the top spot draw. So whoever's at the top of our list will have the opportunity to pick a number 1 through 100. That number will be the one we start on. We spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on will be how much you get in UA store credit back. So, sounds like a great opportunity to win some of your hard-earned winnings back and kind of take it back from there. So, even if we're not going to close that Weekend Warrior, although I'd love to, I want to start making some headway on some other breaks. I'm seeing a bunch of 6s and 5s across the board outside of that jersey double. If there's one I want to see move, I'd love to see the free agent move a little bit. Maybe get that single, maybe knock out a non-photoed headliner.
Yeah.
I think that'd be ideal. And we kind of just take it from there. So Charles Barkley on the break table right next to Chin May on the other side as we're kind of just chilling, hanging out, talking a little bit of free agency, and maybe we'll get a couple breaks going. But what are we breaking into, folks? We got 16 sets of eyeballs across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Again, like, subscribe, follow, share, everything under the sun. I want to know, what are we really looking at? What are we really looking at? I'm curious. I know Dan Jabba was looking at the Lawrence Taylor flex. You know, he wants to see that come out. Maybe we break that down in the Hall of Fame series. Did Dan get in on the Hall of Fame double at all?
I think he did. I think he was also in the free agent.
Okay. I kind of see where your head's at, chasing those custom speed flexes. So what are we chasing, folks? We're kind of just hanging out. Nothing super crazy. Again, $10 off the final 6 spots in the Weekend Warrior. So if you want to get in on it, now is the time, because I can say I'm not offering this again during the noon show. I'm telling you that now. So if you want it, you're getting it now. That is kind of what we're waiting on. Oh, man. The events of this past week have just caught up to me.
Really?
And it's just, my body's like, oh, heck no, man. I can feel it wearing on me. It's been a lot of 12 to 14 hour days. Not only here, but other places.
Okay.
So, what do we got? Chinmay just watched some of the highlights of Sri Lanka, New Zealand. The Black Caps doing well, and the Colombo crowd is wild.
Colombo, Bob Boulay is talking about cricket, obviously.
I wasn't thinking cricket. Crazy enough, I was thinking rugby.
Okay. No, I'm a cricket guy, so
Okay.
Bob knows that. So, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, yeah. An interesting series because they're not two of the sort of high-profile teams. New Zealand was just in the T20 World Cup final against India last Sunday, actually. Colombo is probably one of the most underrated venues in international cricket as like an atmosphere. It's very fun. Sri Lankan crowd's very fun. Very fun.
I mean, I'll have to take your word for it. I've watched very, very few cricket highlights in my life. There's some of the funny ones.
Take my word for it.
Where I'll see the bowler, throw the ball and it bounces and hits the batter's mask.
Yeah.
That I always get a good chuckle out of. So I have very limited knowledge about the sport, but I will tell you I do have a good time getting a couple laughs about some of the fails.
Sure.
Would it be, friends? What are we doing? Are we doing this Weekend Warrior? Are we just gonna kind of sit back, sitting on our hands here, just hanging out? Hey, I get it. It's Saturday morning. As you can tell, I haven't fully woken up. Chinmay's fully awake. This dude has more energy than anybody else I know.
I'm always ready to go.
Yeah,
you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Ooh, I want that quoted. You're hired. I heard that quote while I was reading. I think it was like a newspaper. It was like inspirational quotes of the day.
Yeah,
and that one's like, this one got me hired at a place. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I'll save that one for later. All right, let me.
Yes. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Have not hit many sixes in my amateur cricket career.
But I understand that reference.
But I will gladly take that.
You know what you can hit in the break room? Well, not only some great memorabilia, and it's not a 6, but it's an 8. I kill my car.
It is an 8.
It is an 8. However, we can hit a couple 6s in the next Weekend Warrior.
Yeah.
If we get that thing moving.
We could.
I'm seeing a couple of guys that may or may not have won 6 in their career. May or may not.
Yeah.
Can't confirm it. Maybe even have a multiple of 6.
Yeah.
Go with that as well. But do we want to tease another headliner for good measure?
I think it's fair. I think you can. I think.
I'll let you kind of pick. So I've said Bosa. You said the Cowboys triple sign.
So I I'll give you a hint on the Cowboys triple sign because I actually haven't seen this one before.
Neither have I.
It is all playmaker. It is all playmaker triple sign.
So would that be
So
backs,
Michael Irvin, because we had Aikman, Irvin, and Smith was the other triple sign that was mentioned in the chat, right?
Okay.
So Irvin is one of them. It's all playmakers.
Ooh.
It's all playmakers
Ooh.
in the triple sign.
All playmakers.
Yeah.
So does that mean backs, tight ends, receivers, fullbacks?
Well, Cowboys fans will know that playmaker is 88. 88 is the playmaker. So it's all 88s on
I
the
didn't
helmet.
even put that together.
Yeah.
Wow. Good catch.
It's all 88s.
I was like, where are you getting that from? And then I looked at it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Dallas
I see it.
Cowboys, Michael Irvin, playmaker. It's all 88s.
All 88.
Mhm.
So that would be Lamb. I would assume. I would assume that's Lamb.
Mhm.
And then, the third one.
Got some options. You got some options.
You do have a couple options.
Got some options.
Irving, Dez, and Lamb. Ooh, Dez is a great guess.
Dez is a good guess.
Dez is a good guess.
Dez is a good guess.
I'd probably lean toward Dez.
We've had Dez a lot in the break room recently.
Yeah, so that's a very.
And we get Dez a lot on the Oklahoma State Cowboys lid.
OSU.
Mm-hmm.
Love me. There was the college series when we pulled that OSU lid.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Bob Boulay saying Drew Pearson, the OG 88. It's another good guess.
I honestly thought that said IG-88. Maybe that's my brain turned on to Star Wars this morning. But I was like, what do you mean the IG-88? What? The OG-88 could go Pearson, yeah?
Yeah.
You got some options here.
You got some choices.
You got a couple choices. So I'm curious to see what that one will end up being.
It could be Irvin, Dez, and Drew, for all we know.
Then could just forego Lamb altogether.
Yeah, it's possible.
Again, I want to see that thing broken, which is why I said $10 off this one if we get this thing moving. $10 to go. And the Oh, Bob. That's funny. Thank you for that. I really needed that laugh.
Okay, David with some interesting knowledge. Charges extra to sign with Emmett and I'm guessing Aikman. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, because they were not original. They were the most successful triplets of the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
They probably get more value out of that auto. Right? So
that makes sense.
So that autograph or that helmet, memorabilia, whatever they're signing, is worth more because it's sort of the last successful triplets, the most successful triplets in Cowboys history. So it makes sense. I think it makes sense.
Interesting. All right. I'm gonna throw one more thing out for this Weekend Warrior because I just want to move this thing. I want to get to this next Weekend Warrior series. Let's get to the Cowboys triple sign. Let's get to that Nick Bosa. Let's just get it moving. So not only on top of $10 off your order, how about a double chase wheel spin for the Weekend Warrior?
Okay.
For the final 30 minutes of the show. I will include the minis in here, so it'll be a 2x chase wheel spin for the remainder of the show. If we get to close this Weekend Warrior, that is the only contingency. It'll become a double if this Weekend Warrior goes. So if it moves, great. Wonderful. Nothing but fantastic. If we don't, then we just do a regular chase wheel spin and we call it a day. Coming up in a few minutes. So that is the big double play here, folks. $10 off your order in the Weekend Warrior, plus a double chance at the chase wheel spin.
Yeah.
Again, the only contingency for the chase wheel spin is that the Weekend Warrior, this box, has to go. Once it goes, it becomes a double. So let's get breaking. Let's get some of those spots in while we can. And for all you know, we can have one person come in here, snipe this Cale Makar jersey, and walk out of here.
Yeah.
It could
Very
just be like that.
Very possible.
It's like somebody got him in on a mini double. There you go.
Yep.
Love to see it. So already seeing some minis movement. Could be a chase wheel spin for the minis as well, which we will have happen at 11. And then from there, we'll just see what happens. If you guys end up closing a couple breaks, might push them over to the noon show. Give us a little bit of substance there, and maybe we'll get ready for some of the crazy stuff that'll happen tonight. Because we got a bunch of series ready and locked and loaded, folks. Once these go, we got backups upon backups. And then some backups to those guys. We'll have to start the professional backup commercial for these different series. It'll be like Mitch Trubisky, professional orderer.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're at this point.
We had yesterday. We had Tony Gonzalez, professional orderer.
Did we?
He wanted his own autograph in the jerseys.
He must love his own autograph.
He loved his own auto. He wanted that Tony Gonzalez jersey.
He says, "I'm Tony Gonzalez."
Mm-hmm.
Leader of the break room, perhaps.
All right, see Bob Boulay got in on the Weekend Warrior, a couple spots. So
There you go.
Bob will get some store credit back
There you go.
his
Thanks,
way.
Bob. Appreciate you, big dog. So Bob started the movement, folks. He'll join Adam in there. Again, if Adam gets into that Weekend Warrior spot, we'll give him. If he gets in with one more spot,
Yeah,
we'll
give
credit him
Adam
back.
I'll give Adam credit for all 3 spots if he
correct.
or how many ever he buys because he's already in there with 2.
So we're down to 4, folks.
We're down to 4.
Again.
Down to 4.
Double Chase Wheel Spin only happens if this Weekend Warrior box is opened.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Mr. Bob Boulay for helping us out there. Always appreciate you and your ever so wonderful infinite wisdom about literally everything.
Infinite wisdom about infinite topics.
So infinitely everything.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's just infinitely knowledgeable. We'll start putting him in comic books then. We'll make him like the Keeper of Time. We'll make him what was the Loki show
Yeah.
where they showed the whole thing, but I'm getting really off topic now. Cale Makar, an all-time NHL player. He's already gonna go in the Hall of Fame for anything at this point. If he wins a second cup, he's more than likely going in for that alone. He is just that good of a defender. He's one of the toughest, one of the most rugged defenders.
A great goal scorer too for being a defender, right?
He always loves finding the upper bin, and I don't know how he does it. It's genuinely magical how easy, and how natural it comes to him. He already has 20 goals on the year.
So he's 19 goals on the year, but last season he had 30 goals.
As a defender, that's hard to do.
Which is insane.
That is really hard to do. I am curious about something. Which NHL defender has scored the most goals in a season? I'm curious. Who was that? That would be Paul Coffey in the 85-86 season. So how many did you say he scored a couple years ago?
30 last year.
So nobody has touched that upper bar of 37 being the 5th since 1971-72.
I mean, Cale Makar could do it.
He was the most recent one to join the 30-goal club from a defender.
Because he's got basically, in the 3 seasons that he's played at least 75 games.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to play that many this year too. In 3 seasons that he's played at least 75 games, he's had 20 plus goals in each of those years.
Guys, you're
basically, if he plays for a full season, he's basically getting 20 goals a year.
Getting an all-timer here regardless. And again, you don't have to be the biggest
all-timer in the making. All-timer in the making. He's only 27.
He's only 27?
Yeah.
I feel like he's been in the league for a decade.
No.
That's crazy.
Well, he has been in the league. He has been in the league for 7 seasons. So he has been in the league for almost a decade, but he is only 27.
That is wild to me. Absolutely wild. Wow. That's kind of crazy to think. Regardless, you're getting a Hall of Famer. He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame
once he retires. And if they don't, I will personally throw hands because that's ridiculous.
He'll be in the Hall.
That's one of those players that you're like, yeah, let's move this thing. Let's get this guy in here.
Bradley Williams in the chat saying he has a Terry McLaurin breast cancer awareness flex for trade. If anyone's interested,
I've never heard of that type of flex before.
It'll probably have like the ribbon. It'll probably have like the ribbon on the flex.
Yeah.
Instead of the Commander's logo. This is my guess.
Maybe. That's a pretty good guess. I've never heard of that flex. So.
Or maybe it's all pink.
Perhaps. I'm going to drop the link for the Weekend Warrior one more time. This will be the last time I'll drop it during the show. I promise. On my mother. It will not happen again during the show. 4 spots to go in the single. All right, folks. $10 off plus the 2 times Chase Wheel Spin unlock. If we close out those final 4 spots, let's just do it. full send into it. Let's knock this guy out. And let's get a series that you guys are absolutely going to love, because I certainly already love it. I know, Chinmay, you and I looked at it. We're like, okay, it's been a while.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen a handful of these names. There's a couple in here that we're like, okay, yeah, we've had fairly recently. But there's others in here that you're like, oh, it's been a long time, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get some of these names out. If Bob Boulay already got it started.
Yeah.
But if somebody wants to get one more down, we can share a couple more headliners. We can share a couple more headliners. Maybe some that you maybe want to chase. Maybe add your collection. So again, if we get one more spot bought, we can share 2 more headliners. And I already have mine picked out. I don't know about you. So again, what are we going to do? We got 10 sets of eyeballs this morning. It is an early morning, so I get it.
Yep.
Maybe you're kind of just setting yourself up for later today. Maybe you want to see that free agent move, and once that goes, we drop a new series. Diamonds, we got a bit. Minis, we got a bit. Jerseys, we got a bit. Hall of Fame, we got for a little bit. So we're kind of sitting pretty. The only one that could really move right now is the Weekend Warrior, and if we have just a random, outrage at the end, we can close free agency. Get that Adrian Peterson.
We are only 5 to go in that free agent single.
We're right
it's
there.
very possible
We
that
are
we do
right
that.
there.
And we're 5 to go in that Hall of Fame double. So there are options outside of the Weekend Warrior that people can get into. Weekend Warrior, we are 4 to go. And I'm still surprised that jersey double is still 2 to go.
We've been sitting on it for a while.
We've been sitting on it for a bit. I'm surprised that hasn't moved at all.
Usually that ends up getting moved, but we've kind of just sat here and kind of yapping it up. But speaking of Vikings running backs, I don't know if you saw it. Aaron Jones back with Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I loved Aaron Jones when he was with the Packers.
Yeah,
I'll always have a soft spot.
good.
I always have a soft spot for Aaron Jones. He's a very fun player, very personable guy. Always enjoyed watching him succeed.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting situation for him. But with Kyler, we'll see. They could be good offensive. Like Kyler Murray, I think one of the problems for the Cardinals was Kyler came in with a lot of expectations. They went all in on the offense with Cliff Kingsbury as the head coach, and we've seen many times now that's a recipe for failing late in the season. And ultimately, in that 2021 season, Kyler got hurt, and DeAndre Hopkins also got hurt. If those 2 guys don't get hurt, there is a world where the Arizona Cardinals are the number 1 seed in the NFC, and Kyler Murray is the league MVP. And it's not even really a debate. Like, there wasn't really anybody else who was catching him in that award race had he stayed healthy. And then he had the brutal ACL injury a few years after that. So he's just had bad injuries. But I still think the talent is there for Kyler. And we'll just see if Kevin O'Connell can unlock that.
I'm curious to see if they go ahead and possibly get another running back.
They have Jordan Mason, right?
I wasn't super impressed with Jordan Mason behind this offensive line.
We'll see.
And especially since it has gotten weaker. Ryan Kelly did retire.
Yeah.
And you can tell they're starting to shift a couple pieces around. So I wouldn't be super shocked if we saw that Vikings team deteriorate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I am moderately curious to see.
We are 1 to go in that jersey double now. So that should happen before we hop off the air.
Wonderful. I'm curious to see how Minnesota ultimately kind of tackles a lot of this, especially with their already very cap bent situation where they really can't sign anybody. It's just letting
they are.
Go.
So the good thing for Kyler is that Arizona is basically paying his salary, right?
Correct.
So he's basically he's a minimum cap hit for the Vikings.
So was it like $1 million, something like that?
I think it's less than that even.
He's not being paid much to be there.
Yeah, he's not being paid much to be there.
Which for him, it's basically just okay. Let's go. Let's
ball
restart.
Let's get that next contract.
Let's restart the career because Carson Wentz is now off the team. Whoever that third stringer for Minnesota was, Max
Brosmer.
Dude, I don't ever want to see that guy play football again. I'm sure he's a lovely guy in the locker room, but that was it that Christmas game against the Lions. I think it was the Lions.
I think the funniest game was when the Vikings went up to Seattle and Brosmer had the start. And in the pregame, you always wonder like how these announcers are going to kind of set up this matchup when it's clearly such a one-sided game. And Greg Olson was like, again, like part of this is just, it's his job to kind of hype things up and keep people interested. He's like, yeah, like Max Brosmer, people in the Vikings building were speaking like so highly of this guy. And like, now he's got this great opportunity and whatnot. And he's just not that good. And again, against the Seattle defense that went on to win the Super Bowl, like that's just a tough spot for him to be in.
Which is why I don't really blame him for, because the Vikings.
So like, even if he struggled, like it's not really his fault that he struggled. Like on the road against one of the if not the best defense in football. Like, well,
you also have to look at the other games he played where he threw like 3 or 4 picks a game. Like it was just bad. He wasn't seeing the field very well. It was basically just handed off to Jordan.
I don't believe.
Handed off to Ty Chandler.
Yeah. So in that Seattle game, 19 of 30. 126 yards, 4 interceptions. It's just
sounds about right.
Like, come on.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Brosmer the one to beat Jared Goff on like Christmas Day?
Yeah.
That's right. Because that game was like 28 to
23 to 10.
Yeah, and then the defense scored most of the points.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings defense that day in fantasy got like 24 points. It was ridiculous. Or was it? No, it was north of 30 because that wasn't.
Aaron Jones had a touchdown, and then Jordan Addison had a touchdown.
I also remember that game because I think it threw a lay down, and Aaron Jones needed like 5 yards, and of course he got injured. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's just my luck. But it was already after the first half, so nothing could be done. I'm like, darn it. All right, well, I'll eat my losses there, but.
Yeah, the Lions lost 4 fumbles.
Yep.
And Goff also threw 2 picks. Yeah, that was a bad Jared Goff game.
That was just a bad Lions game.
Bad Lions game in general, but bad Jared Goff game.
That was a brutal game to watch. that was a brutal watch. Because I'm like, there's no way they're going to let this Brosmer guy walk all over him, right? And sure enough.
It was more the defense, but yeah.
People are going to remember Brosmer.
Sure, fair.
Unfortunately, I do agree with you that it should be the defense, like this guy, Kale McCarr, in the Weekend Warriors series. There's 4 spots to go, and $10 off plus a 2 times Chase wheel spin. But I'm still blown away that they won that game. They shouldn't have won that game. Again, I'm not trying to hate on Minnesota. They're in a weird spot right now.
Yeah, I agree.
People are like, yeah, they're going to compete for the North. I'm like,
I don't think so.
No. You have the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions to get through. No, they are not. Which is weird. I can throw the Bears in that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting used to that. All right. Let's do one more rundown before the end of the show, and then, we can talk about our lovely hit of the show, which is
we do have the mini Chase wheel spin, though.
We do have that.
Yeah. And we are one to go in that jersey double, so we should be able to knock that out by the end of this show.
We should. We'll talk about the Barkley basketball. We'll talk about, maybe what's coming up next in the noon show after our quick calibration. And maybe me running outside like a maniac to get the juices flowing. But, all right. We're going to start off at the top, quickly work our way down. Free agent series. 5 to go in the single, 6 in the double, folks. 4 big headliners, including a custom speed flex of the Adrian Peterson. Look at this thing. This thing is thangin'. It is gorgeous. Love the purple visor. It always fits very, very well on the ripped Vikings lid of Adrian Peterson. One of the top backs, not only in the break room, but also one of the top backs of all time. 129 spots could win you this custom AP, which definitely sells for north of $1,000. And if you want to get in on there, an extra bag does not sound too bad. Drew Brees, Kurt Warner, and Dak Prescott make up the rest of the series, which if you get really any of the NFC spots, I like your odds at a pretty darn good headliner. So that's what we got here. If you do not hit one of the headliners, you hit one of the hidden gems or the non-photoed players, you will be asked for a second box. That is how this free agency works.
We do have that double ready to go in the jerseys.
It could be a replica, a mini, a jersey, an authentic, a speed flex. It could be a number of things. I have no clue what is in there. Free agent series is definitely one you want to take a peek at, folks, if you haven't already. Hall of Fame, we were talking about this a lot earlier with that Magic and Kareem photo. I know that is what Chinmay is chasing. I'm chasing this Ken Griffey bat right up here, but One of the other big chases of this one, how about a Lawrence Taylor Speed Flex? $76 will get you a swing at this LT. And it's a lovely tricolor lid too. Black, white, and blue with the red stripe right down the middle. All things wonderful. Actually, that's not black. That's a navy blue. What am I saying? It looks black from a certain angle, but I promise that is navy blue. So navy blue, chrome blue with a little bit of a white stripe down the middle. Very, very gorgeous lid here with the Giants lid. Speaking of, Bob says Giants will be the last team to make the NFC playoffs in this upcoming season. I don't know. I like it, but I want to see what they do at receiver. Because losing Wandale was a big loss. I will openly say that. That is a loss. Otherwise, I agree with you. Weekend Warrior. Again, I want to get this closed ideally before we're done. 4 spots go in the single. $83 right now. We'll take $10 off. We'll give it back to you in UA Store credit. If we close this, we get to do a double chase wheel spin. So that includes all of our friends in the minis as well. So if you want to help close it out, that is what we do. So in the meantime, we got a jersey double coming up. Let's do it. Preston Murray, Jared Coaster, Timothy Lawson, Lance Abbott, Daniel Sharon. Is Mr. Sharon a new friend to us?
Let's see. No, he's been here before.
Okay. It's just a new name to me. That's why I ask. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Jersey double number 8. Give me 2 box numbers or the wheel. Box numbers or the wheel, please, for the jersey double. Calvin Austin from the Steelers. Ooh, Austin has his things where he can be good. He's a lovely like seam stretcher where you just let him run downfield and he'll do something. Not the best at routes, but overall, I think he could be all right. I still think you're like one receiver away. I'm trying to remember. Giants have mid-round pick this year?
Yeah.
Could pick up a receiver depending on who's left. Like if there's like a Tyson available, maybe you shoot high on like an Omar.
They're high. No, they're higher than mid. I think they're like 7 or 8. The Giants, they're higher than a middle first round.
Let me take a quick peek because I need a healthy reminder. Giants, they're 5th. Ooh.
Yeah, they're much higher. Yeah. So they can go get a Carnell Tate if they want.
You could go get a Carnell Tate. You can go get a Jordan Tyson.
I still believe Jordan Tyson is the number 1 receiver.
We'll take Downs or Carnell Tate.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies. I don't know why I thought the Giants were mid-round. I cannot explain that one to you. But okay. Downs, I'm trying to think safety. You've got Tyler Nubin and Javon Holland. I don't know how badly you need Caleb Downs, but he's a pretty hard guy to miss. So I wouldn't blame you if you took Caleb Downs. I think Carnell Tate's a bigger need, though. Me personally. That's just me looking at this from an analytical standpoint. I think Downs would be a great pick. I just don't know if it's a ginormous need. But seeing him slip to like Cleveland would be scary. That would be scary. Because that defense is already pretty good. Although no Devin Bush now. So I don't know how that defense is going to make up for him. 2 box numbers or the wheel, please. Preston, Jared, Tim, Lance, Daniel. If you guys could drop 2 box numbers in the chat. They were scrolling across the bottom here. It is updated. I have double checked. There are always wide receivers available during preseason who get cut. That is true. I just I don't want it to be the Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton show. Respectfully, I don't think that's a great show to watch. Neighbors, yes. Slayton, maybe not so much. I can tell you with some of the moves this offseason, it's definitely having me rethink my fantasy strategy. I really have to think about what I want to do because I know my buddy just cut Travis Hunter for whatever ungodly reason.
Okay, interesting.
I've already put in a waiver claim for him.
Yeah.
Because I finished last this year in that league, I get him first. So I have the 101 pick in our dynasty. Unfortunately, I had to suffer the toilet bowl consequences, which thankfully it wasn't the pancake challenge. Where
Sure.
Pancake
Okay.
took an hour
Fair.
off.
Yeah.
I would hate pancakes for a month afterwards. Mine was just run around Target and ask different employees where different stuff was.
Okay. That's not really that bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all. It was very tame. But it was basically them helping me shop, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because I knew exactly where everything was because it was my hometown Target. So I didn't need their help at all. I knew exactly where it was. I just let them walk me around it. I felt bad for them, but it was good fun. I apologized afterward and be like, I just want this to be understood. This was a bet. I lost my fantasy, and we weren't willing to do anything crazy. I think next year we're planning on doing, I think possibly bets of the alcoholic kind.
Yeah.
We haven't exactly talked about it yet.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a conversation come April around the draft time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see from there. But all right, I'm not getting any numbers, so I'll give you guys 5 seconds before I go to the wheel. Oh man, I just closed them both. I was clicking too quickly.
It happens to best of us.
All right, spin the wheel 1 to 40. There you are. That's 1 to 100. I don't need that. All right. As I get this wheel set up, if they happen to drop a number, I'm just going to go ahead and add them all. 38, 39, and 40. Boom! There we go. All right, just recreated the wheel. Looks beautiful now. All right, folks. I hope you all are ready for what is something outstanding. We're going to do 2 wheel spins for the jerseys, numbers 1 through 40. Here we go. It will be box number... Where is it? Jerseys. It'll be 30. So I don't have 30, but I do have 29 or 31. So because, it's in the middle, what we have to do is we have to put it on a picker wheel and spin the wheel. So here it is. Look at that. 29 or 31. We're going to spin this wheel. Whatever number it lands on will be the box we open. Will it be 31? It's getting close, but it looks like it'll stay 29. So 29 will come off for the jerseys. And then back to, whoa, what's going on here? There you go. We'll spin it one more time. And it will be box number, how about 26? Box 26 in the jerseys. So there you go. Thank you, sir. We're going to randomize all these names 6 times around. And then we'll take it from there. 6 times around. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Jared Coaster in the NFC North and NFC East. NFC South. Ooh, I didn't copy them all. I missed Jared's top spot. Let's try that again. Jared in the NFC North and East. Preston in the NFC South and AFC East. Lance in the NFC West. Tim Lawson in the AFC North and West. Lance already did Lance. Daniel in the AFC South. So there you go. In order, just like that. We got box number 26 coming up for you. Let's get ripping. Well, here you go. Here's a headliner. That's a big one. One of the top quarterbacks in Dallas Cowboy history. Lovely Hall of Famer for the Roger Staubach jersey. Whoop, lost it. There you go. Try again. Roger Staubach. Jared Coaster. There you go, big dog. Big headliner off the board here. That'll take away that NFC East hit for you. But hey, Roger Staubach is a great way to get this morning started. Lovely signature on the side here.
Yeah.
Very recognizable. Very, very lovely. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. Roger Staubach. I put Roger Staubach as the person receiving this. Oops. Yep, guys, I promise I'm awake this morning. I promise. Two, 9, 6, 7, 6, 7. Roger Staubach. There you go. Roger Staubach. Bada bing, bada boom. Did you hear that, Chinmay? You gotta relax.
I did hear
You're
that.
having too much excitement right now. We got Colby next door to us. He's having a great time over there.
He's having fun.
He's having fun. I mean, I'm having fun. Maybe a little early in the morning, but we're getting there. We'll get the juices flowing. I'll run to our friends next door. I'll just do 100 push-ups real quick. And I'll come back. Be like, help me work out. I got 100 hit push-ups to do. Let's go. 1, 2, 17, 38, 100. Woo, I did it. Let's do 100 quick push-ups. I got this. All right. Come on. There you go. There we go. All right. Roger Staubach in the break room. I'm just going to hand this across to you.
Yeah.
All right. Who's in box 29? Who do I want to see in box 29? I mean, I want to see Aaron, but we'll see what comes out here. Lots of NFC West possibilities. Well, I did say it was going to be an NFC West player. It's just not a headliner. It's a guy that arguably could be a headliner. I'll be honest.
Possibly.
His name's probably one of the more fun ones to say. Because most people just call him Juice. You know why? Because he's Juice for the Niners. Kyle, use Jack. There you go. It's Juice. It's Lance Abbott's win. Mr. Juice. Congratulations, Lance, on Kyle Juszczyk.
You were saying you had to go next door to get some juice. You don't.
No.
Juice is in the break room here.
Hey, Colby, he's right here. There you go. There you go. Love to see it. Kyle Juszczyk in the break room. A top fullback. One of the few modern ones that we have today. I know, what is it?
That's still involved in the
up.
offense. It's still involved in the offense, right?
Yes. Alec Ingold got picked up
Ingold
by
is
the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
See what Mr. McDaniel's got for him. There you go. Kyle Juszczyk in the break room, folks. Love anything 49ers.
Very
Lance.
cool, Lance.
There you go, big dog. Congratulations on your Juice jersey. I know his wife is a fashionista. I believe Kristen is her name.
Yeah, she does the jackets.
She does all the fun jackets.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Giants picked up Patrick Ricard from the Ravens. Well, I'd hope so. The reunion with John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Could bring back the modern day fullback with the Giants. Could have a little bit of fun with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Juszczyk for Lance in the break room. Lance Abbott, 296802. Kyle. All right, I always mess up the last name. I always forget the Z. There you go. Kyle Juszczyk in the break room. There you have it. Ricard blocking for Scattaboo. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Cam needs it. He's just a human wrecking ball, man. He just doesn't need it. He just doesn't need it. So that'll close out that jersey double. Thanks for getting that done, folks. We'll do the chase wheel spin here in a couple minutes. However, I'm gonna give you all the opportunity. Weekend Warrior. If we close the final box out right now, I'm saying this right now, we will make the chase wheel spin a double. So if you got in on the minis and you were in that last mini break, your wheel spin also gets double. So we're helping each other out here, folks. We're giving everybody an opportunity to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Cale Makar in here, one of the top defensemen, if not the top defenseman in the league right now. One of the most efficient in front of goal as well. Always loves finding a cheeky goal when his team's down. This is the opportunity, folks, to go ahead and set yourself apart from the rest of the break room. Close it out. $10 off a spot. And I'm going to say you get that double chase wheel spin. So, by definition, we could be paying you for the jersey.
Very possible.
Very, very possible here. Who doesn't love getting paid and also keeping the jersey? Like, it sounds like a great deal.
See?
That sounds like a great deal. So, what are we doing, folks? Again, Cale Makar in here, 4 spots to go. I will give you until 11:04 Central. 11:03 Central. If it is not closed, we'll do the chase wheel spin and then we'll call it a day. Or
Sounds
I'll
fair.
call it for a 9 a.m.
It's fair. It's fair.
All right, folks. I don't know what we're going to do with Cale Makar here, man. Currently, he's blocking us from open up the new weekend warrior.
Yeah.
He's doing his job as a defender, which fair play to him. But all we have to do is get one more spot, and we'll drop 2 more headliners. We'll tell you who 2 more of them are. Mm-hmm. One of them is somebody we don't get in here super often, at least on a helmet. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We don't get him too much on a helmet. I've seen him on a jersey, seen him on a mini. A physical full-size helmet, not so much. A couple other guys on there. One guy we just don't get very often in here. Everybody else we've seen, I'd say, within the last week and a half, 2 weeks, outside of one of our secondary headliners. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. So, what is the name of the game? Again, you have until 11:03 to at least move this closer to a victory. I want to close this next show. I wanted to close it this show so we could break open the new one and have a lot of fun in the room. We just haven't gotten there yet. Cale Makar, folks. You don't have to be a hockey fan. Jersey retails at about $500-$600. So very good opportunity to get this thing moving. What are we going to do? What are we doing? Looks like the free agent single's starting to move. So we might be unboxing that guy during the next show. Again, one spot will tell you 2 more headliners in the next weekend warrior. So, ball is in your court, folks. I see 40 eyeballs across all 3 platforms. Let's figure this out. What are we doing? I know Chinmay wants to get to the next weekend warrior. I want to get to it if we haven't said it enough already. Let's do it.
Yeah, I see 4 to go in that free agent single, 5 to go in that free agent double.
So I have a feeling one of them will go.
Moving a little bit, slowly but surely. That'll probably likely be something in the noon show to start us off.
Yeah. Because again, Chinmay and I will be back with more energy, more excitement, and hopefully more than a Charles Barkley basketball, which, hey, no discredit to him. Charles Barkley, great basketball player. But maybe
Charles being the only thing on the desk is very fine with me. I would want to see more.
We need to give it a couple more friends, though.
Magic and Kareem would be some nice friends to have.
Those would be wonderful friends.
Nice friends to have with Charles.
Very, very large names in the break room. Again, that's a signed picture worth, what'd you say, about $1,500 retail?
So it was $1,700 retail on NBA Store, but that $1,700, in addition to the 2 autos, had a Showtime inscription. Even if we knock off $250 for the show, which I think is being generous, we're talking about a little under $1,500. I would say it's about $1,500.
So $1,500,
and that's from the NBA Store. This isn't some random guy. Yeah,
I like your odds on that one, folks. I really, really do. So it is 11:03. It doesn't appear we're going to get any movement, meaning this deal has expired. It's over. Cut. Click right there. So we are just going to do the mini chase wheel spin, which is just
that
a
list
regular
is
chase
ready
wheel.
for you.
Appreciate you. All right, folks, it is a top spot draw, so whoever is at the top after 6 spins will be able to get this chase wheel spin. So here we go. 6 times around, folks. Let's do it. Here's 1. That's Matthew Snyder. Here's 2. John Sutter. 3. Jill Lobovitz. 4. John Sutter again. 5. Jill Lobovitz. And the winner, Jill Lobovitz. She doesn't move. Jill comes in with a couple spots and says, hey, that's mine. Jill, if you're hanging out here, I haven't seen you this morning, but if you're hanging out here, I'll give you like 30 seconds if you want to give us a number to start on for your chase wheel spin. If not, we do start on 1. Let us know. Give you about 30 seconds to give us a number. Hoping for some big numbers. Usually, I'll be honest, usually when I start on 23, we've had a number 40 or higher.
Okay.
So you're getting at least a break spot back. Bare minimum. Maybe in the jerseys, but it's still a break spot. Jill's here. What's going on?
Very cool. All right, Jill's here.
Jill's just been lurking.
Yeah, she can pick a number.
Yeah. Jill, number 1 through 100 for your chase wheel spin, please.
To start on.
I was getting there.
Not that I don't know who would pick 1, to get back in store credit. But yeah, number to start on.
I mean, I'd pick 1 so I can get 100.
Ah.
Big brain energy. You could also just say spin it, and we'll spin it on 1. I can accept that too.
Yeah.
12. Ooh, what an interesting number.
Tom Brady number.
TB12. Both of them. Terry Bradshaw as well. All right, 12 it is, Jill. Let's roll. What are we getting? Oh, it's going to be a number. Okay. 35? 35 it is. $35 for your Chase wheel spin. It will be coming back to you, Jill. So congratulations on your win there. Very lovely. With that being said, though, I will also mention this, that that'll conclude our 9 a.m. show. Definitely a little bit of a slow roller, but I think we set up a couple good precursors for our noon show.
Got a lot of good stuff cooking. There is a new Weekend Warrior series that we will be able to show to you guys after we knock out the last 4 spots for this Cale Makar jersey in the old Weekend Warrior.
Again, 1 more spot in that. We'll share 2 more headliners, which there's a couple in here that we haven't seen in a hot minute in the break. And then once we close it, we'll showcase the whole thing. So be prepared, be ready for more stuff. This guy's got to go. It's a Cale Makar jersey, folks. Retails at about $500. Each spot's about $83 right now. Maybe we'll come up with some different strategies. But for now, for Chinmay and I, we're gonna take leave and go reset ourselves for our noon show. And yeah, we'll be back here fairly shortly. Do not go anywhere, folks. Noon show coming up with Chinmay and I, and then 3 o'clock will be Rip and Chinmay. So do not go anywhere, folks. We will catch you here in just about 55 minutes. We'll see you then.